Amis téléspectateurs de Radio Télépixel, bienvenue à notre émission Facilité, notre rendez-vous hebdomadaire. C'est votre carrefour technologique où l'on parle de technologie numérique, ce qui se fait, ce qui se passe dans ce secteur. On essaie de percer l'univers des TI avec vous à travers les concepts, les théories, tout ce qui se fait et tout ce qui se dit, comme j'ai dit tantôt. On est dans notre 22e édition. Cette fin de semaine, c'est encore le même plaisir pour nous de vous rejoindre et nous avons un invité spécial avec nous où l'on va parler, discuter avec lui de son expérience et de par ses expériences aussi. Ceux-là qui nous écoutent, plus précisément les étudiants, vous aurez à apprendre pas mal de choses de notre invité. Et notre invité, c'est un docteur en business administration de l'université de California Intercontinental University. C'est quelqu'un qui travaille comme Client Success Manager pour une grande multinationale américaine. Il est professeur adjoint à Northwest University et il a un certificat en business stratégie de Harvard Business School Online. C'est notre invité pour ce soir. Avec lui, on va parler business stratégie, on va parler client success, c'est quoi ça veut dire, et vous aurez à apprendre de son expérience et de tout ce qu'on aura à discuter avec lui. Son nom, c'est Stevens Bonhomme. C'est un plaisir de le recevoir. Stevens, we are very glad to receive you tonight in Facility. Facility, this is where you talk about digital technology. How are you?
Hi, Clement. Very much for inviting me, and it's really a pleasure to be here today to share a little bit about my journey, a little bit about my experience, and learn about the great work that you've been doing in the community, and as well hoping that my story could inspire people out there to go and achieve their greatness and also have a positive impact in the community.
Perfect. Stevens, first question. This is the first question I always ask to everyone that I receive here on this platform. Tell me about yourself. Who are you as a professional?
Well, my name is Dr. Stevens Bonhomme, as you mentioned earlier in the introduction. I have a doctorate of business administration. I currently teach business courses at the university, and I work as well as a client success manager at Microsoft. What I do is I assist customers with their digital advertising transformation through Microsoft Advertising using the Bing channel.
Okay, perfect. So let's start with what you're doing at Microsoft. Everyone knows what is Microsoft. It's a big multinational in technology. You are working as client success manager. Tell me, what does that mean, client success manager? What are you doing as activity as a client success manager?
Yes, what we do, I'm currently working in the SMB space, which stands for small and medium businesses. What I do is I assist those customers that have digital advertising strategies that they want to implement, and so they could put their companies in front of the right customers. So as I work for Microsoft Advertising, I position myself in a way that I can add value to their businesses and learn a little bit more about their businesses. What are the things that they're trying to achieve, their budget, and also what is exactly the line of business that they're into, and what are the right customers for them. And once we figure out those things, so we can move forward and position their businesses on our Bing channels and using the ads that they are creating online to reach millions of customers.
Cool. That's very exciting. Client success, that means you are trying to make the client happy at some place. So what does that require to have success in that position?
I mean, pretty much is, learning about the client's business, learn what are the products that they offer, what are the customers they are trying to reach, and what are some blockers that us and Microsoft, we can alleviate for them and make sure that they actually get their products in front of those customers, which will increase sales and revenues for them, at the same time satisfying their own customers. So I'm here pretty much to satisfy the client using all the resources that we provide at Microsoft Advertising.
Okay. Dr. Stevens, We are receiving Dr. Stevens. He has a doctorate in business administration, and then he studies as well in business strategy at Harvard University. That's very exciting, business strategy. Dr. Stevens, tell me, what does that mean, business strategy, and why it is important for an organization?
Business strategies are really important for organizations because you need to know what are the strategies that you're going to use as a business, as a corporation, to achieve your business goals. Those strategies can encompass anything from implementations of projects to delivering products to the customers using the right channels, and using also the communication aspect of it on how you're going to market that to those customers to show them that your product could actually solve their problems. So those strategies are really important during business development because they will provide you the necessary inquiries onto your customer base to know which exactly route you should take if you want to deliver to them.
Okay, the world that we are living now, I know the place that IT take in that world. Can you tell me what kind of IT tools you're using as a client success manager, and specifically as a business strategy? What kind of IT tools are you using to help you to realize your day-to-day activities?
Very much. We use different tools at Microsoft to assist our customers. We definitely use our Bing channels to position their ads, help them create their ads there, and put them online, and culture, and also integrate yourself in the school system. And once you definitely master that aspect of it, now you have to transition into the business world where you have to go and apply for jobs, and apply those skills that you learn in school. So I finished my master's in applied economics when I was still continuing my doctorate of business administration. So I decided I wanted to launch my career. So I applied to multiple positions. It was pretty challenging because it's either you don't have enough experience, or the field that you applied for are not matching your actual educational background. So it was definitely challenging to navigate the job market, and also working on your resume, making sure the resume is properly done so we could attract recruiters and also hiring managers. But for my integration at Microsoft, I have to say that it was done through LinkedIn, which is one of the, not, which is one of the best tool online to use as a company right now, because LinkedIn is connecting professionals worldwide. It's definitely something that I would encourage students and professionals to be on, so they can be connected to people from their audience, people from their industry, people from their schools, because you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's looking for somebody with your skill set. So being able to get a job at Microsoft through LinkedIn was something that was definitely amazing for me, because that allowed me to stay connected with a lot of great professionals, and also help me with my professional development journey.
Okay, cool. What I really appreciate in your answer is the way that you talk about LinkedIn, or whatever the social tools that exist to develop the collaboration. So sometimes people use those kind of tools to do other stuff instead of using them in the good way. So that's really good. LinkedIn help to get good job. LinkedIn help as well in order to expand your connection to other people. So that's very good. As a professional on the market, Dr. Stevens, what kind of advice? I know you are a teacher as well, so you see students almost every day. You know the way they are thinking. What kind of advice you can give to our students? I mean, my audience who gonna listen this show, watch this show. What kind of advice you have for them based on your experience, and given you are working with students, you know the way they are thinking. Tell us.
Exactly. I mean, the very first thing I usually advise somebody that wants to start, their educational journey is definitely study something that you're passionate about. You need to love what you study. I tell people that all the time because if you don't love what you're studying, you will find yourself one day that you are really, struggling to finish what you started because the interest is not there. So once you study something that you love, so every day will be just a wonderful journey for you because you will be loving what you're learning. So it's definitely the first step to do is browse online, research about degrees, research about fields of studies, research about what type of jobs that you would like to do in the future and what do you have to study today that can help you get there. And once you figure that out, is definitely research the best university for you, the university that will specialize in the fields that you want, because every university has different specialties. So some university are good in some areas and other universities are better in other areas. So make sure that you go to the right university for you. And when you are at that university, connect with your professors, connect with the students on campus, students that are studying other things to see, to broaden your horizon and see if there are other things that you're interested in as well, or how you can bring the studies that you're conducting into other fields and also position yourself as a valuable professional. And by doing so, you're definitely developing your networking because people will tend to remember, you as a professional or as a student based on how you interacted with them. So definitely study something that you love, find the right university for you, and when you're there, develop your networks there so you can make sure that people can see what are the good things that you can do and how you can add value to any company that will hire you in the future.
Before closing that interview, Dr. Stevens, based on the answer you just gave, try to study something you love. My last question for you. I see you complete your third level of formation in business administration, and after that, you go to get your certificate in business strategy. What was your motivation to get that certificate in business strategy? Is it a need, or it goes because you are working as client success manager? What was your motivation to have that certificate?
Yeah, I mean, after I was done with my doctorate of business administration with a specialty primarily in business development, so I understood that I needed to complement that with understanding the in and outs of what is exactly business strategy. And at that time, I figured Harvard Business School was providing a great, business strategy a certificate there, so I needed to get that so I can complement my studies with my doctorate. So that's why I did it, and by doing that, that allowed me to understand better the business world that I work in today, and also assist my customers even better at Microsoft as I do my job every day.
Dr. Stevens, I don't know how to thank you for your time. I know it's not so easy to have that conversation because you are 3 hours behind us. So we try to find a way to get it happen, and that happened. Thanks a lot, and we wish you all success in your career. And then hope we will have time to talk again about another subject because of your experience, you have a lot of things to share with my audience. Thanks, Dr. Stevens.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It was my pleasure to be here today, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need any information regarding either having a doctorate or working in the tech world. I will be able to be a resource to help you connect you to your next professional development journey, or connect you to the right resources to help you there.
Thank you. Notre invité aujourd'hui a été Dr Stevens Bonhomme. Il a un doctorat en business administration de Carolina Intercontinental University. Il travaille chez Microsoft comme Client Success Manager. Il enseigne aussi à Northwest University en Project Management. Et il a aussi un certificat de Harvard Business School en Business Strategy. Avec lui, on a parlé de ce que c'est le Business Strategy. On a parlé aussi des moyens pour, des conseils pour les étudiants qui nous écoutent aujourd'hui, qui auraient aimé avoir du succès. En fait, ce qui est important de ce qu'il a dit, c'est que utiliser les réseaux de connexion qui existent, comme par exemple LinkedIn, qui vous permet d'étendre votre réseau de connexion, avoir beaucoup de contacts. Et autre aspect important avec lui, on a abordé, c'est quand vous choisissez un domaine d'études, choisissez quelque chose que vous aimez. étudiez quelque chose que vous aimez, ça va vous conduire vers le succès. Dr Stevens, il est disponible sur LinkedIn. Si vous voulez conduire la conversation avec lui un petit peu plus poussée, vous pouvez toujours aller le retrouver sur LinkedIn. Et il est ouvert aussi à vous donner beaucoup plus de conseils. Si vous avez l'intention de conduire des études doctorales, de son expérience, il peut toujours partager avec vous comment ça a été pour lui, son introduction, en fait, son intégration dans ce domaine-là, et surtout son intégration sur le marché américain. Comme je vous dis, il travaille comme Client Success Manager pour une grande multinationale qui est Microsoft. Mesdames et messieurs, ça a été notre présentation pour aujourd'hui. Facilité, c'est une émission qu'on vous présente toutes les fins de semaine. Et notre objectif à travers cette émission, c'est d'aider nos étudiants à leur guider. Et pour ce faire, on va chercher d'autres personnes avec d'autres expériences dans le domaine des TI, dans d'autres secteurs aussi, pour nous dire comment ça a été pour eux la phase de transition d'étudiants vers le monde professionnel. Et de ces expériences-là, on va apprendre pas mal de choses. Mon nom, c'est Clément Calvert. On se donne rendez-vous la semaine prochaine. Et le contact avec nous peut se faire par téléphone au 514-799-6087 et par courriel clément.calvert@clémentcalvert.com. La plateforme pour suivre cette émission, c'est Radio Télépixel. Et l'on remercie notre metteur en ondes, notre frère Tony, qui est toujours là avec nous pour la partie technique pour réaliser cette émission. Je vous souhaite de passer une excellente fin de semaine. Rendez-vous à la semaine prochaine.